weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheila Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is baked chicken with french fries and a 4-cheese macaroni, and it looks like Erica is currently available for a full-service package, if you know what I mean. But if you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. It's fine, Gata. It's fine. I do wish y'all could hear the music that I've got going on in the background, because I've already got my music set up for the other one, and it is just about perfect as background music for the current situation going on. For those of you who are not tracking in the chat, the Hytale server is currently being updated and restarted. It is what it is. All right, the world backup is downloading. Now to sit back and check Blue Sky while it doesn't. Sheela and Blue Sky going live with Hytale. Oh no! This is just how things work sometimes, bud. This is just how things work. Instead of Hytale for about the first half hour, I'm going to show you my other hyper focus, which has been eating my life for the last week. Just very briefly, we're gonna go take a look at Satisfactory. If you'll give me just a moment. Come on, we're gonna set that up. Do it. Just so I don't have to like do the thing behind the scenes where I show how the sausage is getting made, as it were. What the fuck am I doing here? Where did you go? Follow the river, where do I go? Follow the signs. Where is the sun? I can't sing anymore of that song. I'm going to get demonetized. There we go. Okay, cool. Everything is set up. We will go ahead and head on over to the game screen. Got it. Like I said, don't sweat it. Let me know when the server's back online, and I will happily jump back over into Hytale. So, yeah. We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow. Yep. Oh, and I should probably restart the music as well. So, the entire time, that was happening, and I was tracking between the Discord server and my chat. This was the theme that was playing in my brain, in the background, and I needed to restart the song and make sure you knew that. It felt incredibly appropriate, given given everything. I just immediately started imagining you running around as like a little chibi form with Henbert, like trying to carry packets of information in a box on the top of his head. Oh, the in-game music is playing as well. Oh, right. Well, because usually I don't have... I don't... No... Oh, wait, there's just a mute music check mark. There we go. But yeah, like, it just you and Himbert running around with, like, boxes full of packets of information, just trying to do your best. Okay, so, I am a fairly new player at Satisfactory. Hello, Bob. Why are you like this? At least you're not stuck underneath the platform this time, Bob. So I am a very new Satisfactory, very much the old-timey piano hit, Joe. Yeah, so I'm very new to Satisfactory. I actually just started playing this week because I realized that one of the people I have... Oh, thank you very much for the coin toss, Coleman. Welcome. No, this is not Hytale. This is, in fact, Satisfactory, because we were waiting for the Hytale server to come back online. But I'm very new to Satisfactory because I realized that One of the people I have on my Steam family owns it, and I was like, oh, I should give that a try. I've put more hours into this than I would have a full-time job just this week. Help? But yeah, that's Bob. Bob's up there. There's Jeff. I think Jeff's probably back over by the main hub. It's my backup power. Here's most of my current, like, more advanced production supply. Because I realized, like, okay, my original production area is, sure hope I don't get autistic about this. Yeah, nope. It's, yeah, don't forget to eat today. Okay, Osiris, that's the reason why stream started late. You know that. Don't see how this is a sad factory, much less the Satisfactory. That is fair, that is fair. No, okay, so I did absolutely. There was one day where I was like, oh, I haven't eaten in like 12 hours. I should go eat. But yeah, so this is kind of like my more advanced, like, supply line. The area down here is where, like, my very first supply line started out, and so, like, I figured, okay, well, I need to now start supplying the more advanced construction stuff with more materials. There's Jeff. Hello, Jeff. How are you doing today? I also have creatures set to friendly because no thank you. I don't like hurting the critters. But yeah. Yeah, that's most of the factory. Let's see. I did just, like, the most recent thing I got set up was I finished moving my main power. Oh, right, I can run. My main power generation from this gap right here over to a nearby lake that has easier access to water and coal seams. And the final part of that was getting the new, watchtower, like, power pylons set up, which means I can now do this. Whee! And I have fast travel, essentially, between my main base and my power generators way over here. And I'm going to try this. Ow. But it hurt less than getting to the end of that and just absolutely beefing it off into the sunset. Because you absolutely can do that. I should actually, you know what, I should probably install, like, a wall or something here to catch me. Nope! Ow, my knees! It's fine, this is fine. Right? It's so sick! Oh, farmer, got it. Okay, so this is my current power setup. I have 12 coal-powered generators going on, and they get coal and water from the lake down below because there's like a whole bunch of coal seams down there, right? And I'm not gonna look at the actual infrastructure of how I get all that stuff up there. Obviously, you can see my pipes and stuff. These two are not named because they're not hanging around my base. Like, okay, so this is one of those, if you are an infrastructure nerd, then you know exactly what's going on here. And it has to do with what's referred to as head lift. So essentially, like, water pressure alone is not enough to send, or like fluid pressure alone is not enough to send fluids through pipes. So you have to actually have, like, powered pumps. And if you're not paying attention, you will very quickly end up at a point of diminishing returns, which is about where I've ended up. After I logged off last night, you also replaced your long runs with these transmission lines, so you can also zip around. You don't need your vehicles between satellite sites anymore. Nice. Head loss is pipe friction. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, when you add in head pumps, or I should say, like, pipe pumps, to get around head loss, that is another powered thing that has to be powered in order to provide power. And so that's where it starts becoming a question of diminishing returns. So the next thing that I have to do is start creating like compacted coal. But like that cantilever is definitely safe. You know, that's fine, right? Like that's totally fine. The absolute silliness of like just this. It's so bad. Oh no, and now I'm in the water. Yeah, thank you. It's so silly, but I love it. It works out so well. And we also discovered that there actually is a way to make pipes go vertical. So this is why the horses rated me in a 9. Okay, seriously though. You used to work with reactors. You know too much drama about pipes and the shit that goes through them. Oh, 100% yes. So outside of, you know, who I am on streams and all that sort of fun stuff, I actually used to specifically teach stagecraft. So I have done a lot of work with mechanical systems, in particular, our vacuum system that kept our tools clean and safe and kept the air breathable in our workshop was kind of like exclusively my bugbear for the better part of a decade. And so while I was dealing more with, oh right, I was like, where are the Animal Crossing sounds coming from? While air is not water, and sawdust is definitely, well, you know, arguably sawdust can be a fluid under certain circumstances. It's that kind of, so sawdust is in the same area as like milled corn, and other like grains and stuff, like very fine particulate. And so it's not on its own a fluid, it is a solid, but the whole thing as a group becomes a fluid. And oh yeah, highly flammable. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I actually included a video from the United States Chemical Safety Board in my class structure, specifically talking about particulate fires, because for a while our sawdust collection system was 100% manually operated. Like you had to manually turn it on and off. I fixed that by the time I was like a couple of years before I left that job. It's all automated now, or at least it was when I left. But we kept having people who were like, oh, it makes too much noise and I can't hear myself over the vacuum. Okay, but I like not exploding. So, here's what happens with dust fires, and you know, would show the USCSB video of like, hey, no, here's a factory that straight up just exploded because they didn't mitigate the dust. Please mitigate dust. Do not do this, you know. And it suddenly became less of a problem. So yeah, like I said before, I'm at the point of diminishing returns with basic coal at this point, because the amount of power that I am getting from coal versus the amount of power that I'm having to spend mining said coal, it is narrowing the gap between what I'm producing and what I'm using. So let's head back over to the main area, and I'm going to see about doing the research I need for I think it's just called compacted coal or enriched coal or something. I haven't gotten to the point where I can unlock oil or anything like that yet. I know it's in here, but yeah. What? Filling the air with tiny or aerated combustibles is highly dangerous? I know, it's shocking, isn't it? This PSA provided to you by Small Goblin with Giant Titties. I don't know, the music just seemed perfect for that, you know? I've also added a couple of... Oh, thank you very much for the actual size stickers. It's true, though. But I've added a couple new albums to... Hey. Oh. Oh. I overshot there for a second. Also, most anything becomes combustible as a particulate. It's true. It's true. I have seen metal combust. It is fucking wild. And like sometimes you walk like, ow, oh no, oh no! Ow, my knees. But yeah, no, like when you do it on purpose for things like fireworks, pretty, absolutely great. Morphine administered. Oh, I gotta make this blade. Okay, fair. But yeah, no, when somebody has been using the drill press for reasons that they should have known better and leaving behind extremely small fine particulate of aluminum, and then somebody else doesn't plug something in correctly and you get an arc flash, a lot less fun. Do I have access to those yet? No, I don't. Oh yeah, Osiris, like this was a learning experience for a lot of people. And that's how I'm going to phrase it. Okay, what do y'all actually need? Oh, so you want to see copper sublimate? Yes. Oh, that emote! Oh my goodness! Oh. Okay, what are you? You are silica. Okay, interesting. Okay. So I need to make 50 silica? Here's the thing, I haven't actually found a good source for quartz yet. I've only, like, just found little outcroppings of quartz. So I'm gonna do this, but I can also make quartz crystal. Oh, that would be another, excuse me, good thing for research purposes, but no, we're just gonna focus on this for a minute. Oh, excuse me. I usually try to put a gap between when I eat and when I stream down because I tend to end up with like a lot of air in my stomach and it gives me any hiccups or like a couple of burps every once in a while. And I try to let that work out before I start streaming, but my schedule was a little more packed this morning than I expected it to be, so here we are. And I apologize if I hiccup or burp a little bit. I'll try to keep it. Yeah, streamer burps. I'm gonna try and keep it inside, but like, you know how that goes. Let's see, how many of these have we created at this point? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So that's chugging right along. Oh, dope. Okay, cool. I am going to... Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I should allow this to keep... Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'll let it keep going, even though I don't need more of those for objective phase 2 yet. No... I can usually feel that coming along and mute myself. Let's see what I can do here. How many other things is it going to require to actually build these, though? And what does Ada have to say about it?
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to fix it.
Wow. I sure do love being valued by the company, or being of value to the company, I guess. Like, games like this that, like, have a very tongue-in-cheek feel about, like, I don't know, the dehumanization of workers is your legs are weakness. But yeah, like there are definitely themes of that in things like this and what was it? Hard Space Shipbreaker. I feel like Hard Space definitely runs into it a lot more directly. Just because like the story for Hard Space is explicitly about unionization and not standing up in the face of a large company, but the wording I'm looking for here? Doing your best to overcome. Oh wow, oh wow, that is in fact a large jump. But like to overcome the fact that like you have to have. Oh fuck. Okay. Maybe no. Okay, not that far. Like overcome the fact that you have to have a job to make ends meet, but also that you know you are a person and you deserve to live a meaningful and lovely life. Oh, that's not the thing I wanted to make. I wanted to make one of these. I would like it to be tucked into... Oh, wait a minute. Adoy. I can just do that. And ramp down. There we go. Easy access now. Y'all know I love easy access. Fix-It does not recommend utilizing the auto-morphine drip as it drastically decreases your production value. Gordon Freeman didn't die for this. Hey, this is my stream, Gada. I'm allowed to be saucy. I've even got a whole routine for it. Okay, so now I can get up here fairly easily. Yeah, see? Exactly. Thank you, Osiris. Okay, well, now I'm going to jump down from here, and we're going to see what happens. Oh, ow, my knees! Okay, so still take damage, but significantly less damage. Oh, thank you for wiggling the bears. It's true, you have no power here. It's very true. Let's see. Okay, right. What was I doing? I was doing compacted coal. Is that a thing I need to research here? Main technology, mycelia, water slugs, quartz. Oh, for crying out loud! What do you mean I need a
Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Ow! For every sauce, a pear must be wiggled, perfectly balanced as all things should be. Exactly. Let's see. I can't just search for that yet, but I can search for sulfur. I've got a backup of sulfur. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. We've got one. Okay, so closest is a kilometer in that direction, so I guess I'm going on an adventure. Okay, yeah, nope, the Blade Runners are definitely making this a much less painful process. Because I definitely have not built vehicles yet. Because that's not what I'm here to do. I am here to build infrastructure, not vehicles. There we go. I am still collecting biomass because I have some biomass generators as backup generators in case I need to do a cold start, which the term cold start I know gives me an Osiris chills, but now knowing that you've worked with nuclear, Mukus Vitagan, I am certain that it also just sent a chill up your spine as well. Yes, the Blade Runner sprint is amazing. Oh wow, okay, so that away. We're gonna go that away. And avoid falling directly off cliffs. Mostly. But yeah, so basically I have some biomass backup generators. Oh, hey, look at that! Dope. Okay, this is one of the things I was looking for. Because this should have a hard drive in it. Hey, what are you doing out there? Oh, that's the thing that contains... Oh, That's gonna be frustrating. Okay, well, hopefully I can get this. This person had a bad day. Needs 60 megawatts. What? Okay. Well, I've got a mine nearby. Hang on, I'm gonna... Hold up. Yeah, I'm just gonna... leave a marker for myself, because I've got a mine nearby. Oh, coal seam 3, that's it. I can probably... Yeah, that's 60 megawatts for a car battery, essentially. Like, that is fucking wild. But I mean, okay, I guess. I should have that much overhead available. And it's only gonna need it for a split second. I just needed to open a door and get a hard drive out. Okay, I will say the Blade Runners are gonna take some getting used to, because that is a huge fucking jump. Ow. There did. Okay, there it is. Okay. Site, new marker. Okay, so let's just... Oh, wait, let's double check. Oh, nope. Oh, yeah, we've got plenty of overhead. No? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay, well that's where that stops being a solid object. Okay, noted. Oh. Yeah, Bethesda bugging. Boo, the wire is too long. Mistakes were made. Okay, you go there. And Put that there. I'm gonna recover all of these materials eventually anyway, so I don't really care about cost. Really, gee, you think the surface is uneven? Let me get back up there. Thank you very much for the water. Give me just a moment. I will gladly do that. I should add a Blink motherfucker Blink redeem as well if I'm going to be doing these kinds of games. Water. Thank you very much. To be fair, it's a flying car capable of space travel. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Also, hello, Buns. How are you doing today? Sorry, I didn't clock that you were actually here. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Up. No. Come on. Let me up. No. Let me up. No. Let me up. Let me up. I just want to go up. Well, I haven't fallen. That's good. Yeah, I know the surface is uneven. I want to... Hang on. Oh. Booey. Hang on. Just... Yep. There we go. Ooh. And I'm gonna drop these there. Ah, beans. Okay, hang on. I mean, I could, but this is also temporary. What do you mean the wire is too long? Like, I'm literally only bringing power up here so that I can bring it to this stupid crash pod. Which doesn't mean an item, it needs power, apparently. There. You have power for the 15 seconds you're going to continue existing. Good for you. Hey. But what if resources are up here for second base? I mean, okay, I could possibly do that. But
Surface genetic sampling indicates this freighter may have come from a planet run by apes.
you don't say. Like, I am going to be bringing power to somewhere nearby, specifically to mine some sulfur, but it doesn't need to be this convoluted ass route. I mean, you're not wrong, Osiris, but I think that kind of like goes to show basically how unintelligent these chatbots actually are. Like, yes, the only planet that we're aware of that, you know, is clearly who this technology was made by is in fact populated by apes. Good job, Ada. You really cracked it this time, girl. Now let's see. Where was sulfur again? Because I was dumb and forgot to mark that specifically. There's that one. That's probably the one I was going for. Just hoovering up leaves as I run across the forest. Giving it the good suck. How long have we been going for? Oh. I think it was that one. Bold of you to assume the trilobites won't be making a comeback. I mean, listen, they're, you know, they've got an easier time of it. Given how we are changing planet currently. Oh, I'm so happy that I have these critters set to friendly. Because they sure are spoopy.
Look through the window and witness a thread.
Now where was the damn... Here's some limestone. I don't need limestone right now, but I will take it. Come on. There we go. Oh, power slug. Hello, little one. I'm gonna put you in a battery. Up there, huh? I'm getting less and less convinced this was the sulfur vein that I was looking at earlier. Okay, can't jump there. This is fine. Because I don't think the one that I was going after was up super particularly high, was it? Like, it was within sight of that... like, of this lake, but... There's that one. There's the next one. Yeah, okay, so I guess it had to be that one. Oh, right, because I hadn't actually made it to the sulfur thing yet when I found that. Okay, let's... Come on. There we go. Okay, yay. So I have been playing a fair amount of Marathon recently as well. And switching from that to this has been a weird and interesting experience because, like, you... Where is it? There you are. Because, like, you run so much slower in Marathon on most shells, but also, like, the ability to mantle is super duper useful. And I keep forgetting that I can't do that here. Okay, so I'm thinking I may not be able to easily gain access to this. Because if it's up there... Let's try a different route. Ooh, golden power slug. Oh, I would like to put you in a battery too. The beads you're picking felt like we will rock you. Oh, hello?
The fire brought a gross bug inside again.
Does he still have a hold of it, or did he let it loose?
It's in a jar, but Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Oh, nerds. Okay, give me a couple of minutes and I'll be right with you. Can't do that one, that's too far up. Let's try for this one. Alright, I'm gonna locate this seam and then take my 5-minute break. And hopefully once we get back from that, the Hytale server will be back up. Not to throw Farmergata under the bus or anything, but that is the hope. Let's see. Opa! Okay, no knee damage that time. Why are all of the sulfur deposits super high? Also, how do I get to them? Okay, well, that'll be a problem for another time, I suppose. Let's head back to our base and then see about possibly switching over to Hytale after the break. Sorry, absolutely just getting into the groove on this one because, yeah, why wouldn't I? Let's see, coal is going that direction, which means my power supply is over here. This particular track reminds me of Mad Moxie's theme from Borderlands 2, which was an absolute banger of a theme. Oh, I should get some art commissioned of me as Mad Moxie. I would look adorable in that outfit. I need to make a note of that. I have so many things I want to get commissioned, and just, there's never enough free cash flow to do that. Oh, look who's Photogin. I don't know if you were here for the first time we did this, but both Osiris and I were extremely amused to find this particular tool, because this is not safe. This is not safe at all. I mean, it could be worse, as long as you don't touch the ground. But it sure is fun. Okay, so, I'm going to set myself up in a place where I will be good to go for the next time I start playing, whether that's when I come back from this break or, at a later date just on my own. Either way, I hope you all have enjoyed the brief... Hey, the sparks are good for you. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this brief sort of adventure with me. Real quick, let's resolve this, just so y'all can see that it actually happens. Oh, wait a minute, I have a small stockpile of coal from over here from when I was doing my original power infrastructure.
Compacted coal unlocked. It is physically smaller and more powerful, but its carbon footprint remains enormous.
Yeah, that's
This
true.
fuel upgrade can be used in coal-powered generators and vehicles.
Neat. Thank you, Ada. Okay, so 5-minute break. Everyone stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff. We'll be back soon for either more Satisfactory or if the Hytale server is back online, some Hytale. Alrighty. So please at least tell me it's not like a brightly colored bug. You know she will fight us if it's a brightly colored bug. Well, oh, beans. Hang on a second. So we are still... Hang on. Why are you like this? Hello? Hello? Game screen? Wait a second, it's not a Saturday. That's true. There it goes. I was like, this music is familiar. Yep. Because on Tuesdays I use game music from other stuff because block games like Minecraft and Hytale tend to not have particularly engaging music. Like, they have great atmospheric music, but it's not quite present enough for me. But okay, TLDR, the server is still not quite back up online. So we're gonna give this one more segment before I officially call this just fully ass a Satisfactory stream instead of a Hytale stream. Alright, concrete mining and limestone is starting to work as I want it to. But, anywho, let's take a look at this. Okay, so does the production of compacted coal require more sulfur? Because if it does require more sulfur, then I need to actually... I actually need to find and implement a sulfur... Yep. Yep, requires sulfur. Okay, well, that stinks. I guess first things first, let's go ahead and make sure that we've got enough materials overall to actually build whatever you need to build out there. Rid of a whole bunch of biomass. As I said earlier, I got backup biomass generators for if I have to do a cold start. Just as an oops, I fucked up. See, I don't think I'm going to need gunpowder. I've got one piece of that. Don't need that, don't need that. Let's see. Yeah, oh, that sure is full now. Okay. Okay, so let's get some plates, and then let's get some rods. I mean, we've got a lot of plates, but just in case, I'll probably also want to grab some extra wire. I don't know how long of an infrastructure we're going to need for this. Is this... No, that's... So where I'm actually looking for is this container. Yeah, oh boy, it's time to make coal even dirtier. I mean, if I'm the only person doing this on this planet, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, right? But what are the odds that I'm the only person doing this on this planet? I mean, we know that they've tried to colonize the planet, but everything else we find keeps being like crashed ships. So I'm not actually sure. Put the coal in a sexy little lingerie. Just you know, give it a little something. You know, help it feel good about itself, so you can feel good about it too, as it were. Okay, that's full up. Well, actually, I guess I might need some of this. But I definitely don't need those bars. Okay, so... Oh, excuse me. See, we already looked that direction to try to exploit it. Let's try this one instead. Imagine if coal companies had discovered the power of waifus. I mean, arguably, in a way, they have, but it's a style of waifu that they're not. Most people are not into because they're cowards. See also just all the weirdness that comes out of Appalachia. Because I know my audience, and I know some of you people are audience fuckers. Audience fuckers? No, some of you audience members are monster fuckers. There we go. Words are hard sometimes, y'all. Whoa. Fuck it, why not? I'll probably survive. I'm bituminous-chan. What? But yeah, no, like just the again the weirdness that comes out of like just folk tales from around the Appalachia region. Yep. Oh, they have leaves, or maybe just some coloring. That's very interesting. Not all of them do that. You're over there. Okay. Thank you very much for the hydration. Give me just a moment to arrive at my destination, and then I will absolutely do some... There it is. The sulfur. I forgot to bring a mini miner. Dang it. Good water. I can't believe I did that. Oh, it's also an impure? Okay. So, is it just that impure ones can only do half of their default rate per minute? Because if that's the case, I may actually need to make a miner Mark II. Let's see. I'm gonna mark this. Okay, then I am going to make a miner Mark II. Sulfur 1. There we go. Why not? Or throw 3 power shards in there and overclock to 200%. No. Okay, so let's see if there is a kind of convenient way to get here. So this goes back in the direction of coal seam. Oh, okay, there's a great way to get here. In fact, I can probably do I want to make this this is a particularly long run of cabling, but I don't know if I want to put the resources towards making this like one of those main trunk cables. But this does mean I have something that I can just follow out to get back here, which is great. Back to my convoluted ass spaghetti of whatchamacallits. I keep wanting to call them treadmills. They're not treadmills. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got 2 of those. Okay, and I have enough other resources as well. Conveyor belts. That's the word. Goodness gracious. I have written so many scripts. You come with good news, huh? Excellent. Love to hear it. Hytale server been restored? Or did the Hytale server explode and you have a new project that you get to focus on now? You never said it was good. Oh. Oh, that's true. You didn't. Oh no. Hytale 4, update 4, hated your server host, so you need to back up and completely reinstall. Okay. Okay. Waiting on the world save to upload and then it'll be good. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Still no pressure because I'm sure that everybody's having a great time watching me fumble my way through making extremely inefficient systems to solve problems that were solved hundreds of years ago by people who understood them better than I ever will. Say that as somebody who has a good ability to understand systems, I have met some people whose entire hyperfocus is one specific part of a system, and their ability to maximize efficiency in those areas is just astonishingly good, and I love that for them. Let's do this. They make the world a better place. I will accept your unsexy floggings from chat. Aww. And that there. Okay. So yeah, target production rate is going to be 60. Okay, yes, I understand. I'm in your space. I'm sorry. I'll get out of it as soon as I can. Stop hissing at me. Let's start setting this up. You know what? Let's actually start with this because I have realized over the course of my time playing this game that I am just happier with conveyor belts up off the ground a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's see how far this can stretch. Oh, not that far. Right about there. I got used to how long it would take me to get to the end of a conveyor belt or pipe without the blade runners. And I'm now having to redo all of that, like, habit, you know what I mean? Okay, so we can go that direction with it. That's... right there, huh? Okay. And yeah, of course we wouldn't give you sexy floggings for this, Gata. You're being punished, not punished. Let's see. belt is too long, so right about there it goes. Okay. And hopefully that helps avoid crashing down into the hill too much. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, okay, we got good clearance. Oh, I might want to put another limestone mine there later. Because I sure am burning through limestone fairly quickly now. There we go. Okay, and then we it can go about to there. Right there. Okay. Another support. Let's see. Which direction are you aiming? Okay, you're aiming in a good enough way that I think we... do that, and then raise that up. There we go! Now, as the saying goes, we are cooking with gas. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and trace this back for power infrastructure. Let's put this... You know what? Let's actually put the first one here. Then one up at the top of the hill here. Bam. There we go. Moving right along. Does it have to match the shape of the conveyor belt? No. Would my brain be very unhappy if it didn't? Yes. Look, I'm absolutely certain y'all will understand when I say that it would make my brain buzz in a very uncomfortable way. Yes, I know I'm back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sure that y'all will understand what I mean when I say that it would make my brain buzz in a very uncomfortable way.
Experience beige.
Ow. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see, okay. Up. You know what, let's just go down the entire length of this line. Oh, that's not where I wanted that. Okay, well. You're gonna make this difficult, huh? There's no reason to keep switching back and forth between pools if I'm just gonna be doing this over and over again. So let's just go... Okay, well now that you know what your project for the afternoon is, redoing your whole main base and ironwork setup. Nice. I will say, Osiris, I am hoping to get some marathon time in today, but if only just to keep the muscles working, if you know what I mean. But also that's extremely dependent on a whole bunch of factors. Okay, so this is where I think they're going to diverge. So we'll go to there and be done with that, and kind of decide where things go from there. Which is not to say that, like, I don't want to force you to do anything, but also it is fun to play with you. I can make up some pizza dough after my stream, but you're down. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Oh shit, hang on, no, because I have to exercise after my stream. After I exercise, I'm gonna need to make myself dinner, and then it's gonna be time for Toku. Well, we'll try to sneak something in if we can. Yeah, I don't like having to do exercise on, like, I already stand and move and all that sort of fun thing on a daily basis anyway, but also for some stupid reason, apparently the body doesn't track the things that you do when you're working hard as exercise. That doesn't count for some fucking reason. You have to do other stuff like additional exercise. Ow. I really should research gas masks. Is that power line just straight up poking through now? No. Okay, we're fine. It's the clearance is close. We do have enough clearance. Why are our brains trapped in these meat mechs is a great question, bud. Because for whatever reason, instead of actually coming up with proper cybernetics, tech bros just want to make people play World of Warcraft without using their hands. Nope, not that direction. What do you mean I'm missing it? Oh, again. See, this is the reason why it took me so long to get here, is that, like, I kept running into, like, iron plates being the choke point. And then it was rotors, and then it was, like, there's always another choke point with materials games like this. There we go. I have imagined that my next choke point is going to be something in the advanced stuff. Like, I've already kind of conquered the rotors issue, if only because I've been dallying about with enough other stuff that they've built up as a background. Background? No, like a backstock. Here we go. That's the word I was looking for. Y'all, I have written 8 books and I don't know how many short stories, and words are fucking hard. Okay, so... let's see, where do I want to put sulfur for right now? Oh, I should probably bring sulfur refinement over... oh, I have to bring it all the fucking way over to my power station. Nerds. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna need a lot more plates. Okay, hopefully that'll be enough. But yeah, it's a very different experience sitting down and writing something versus just chatting about it online, because, like, while I am streaming, I am having to think about so many different factors. But if I'm just sitting and writing, it's so much easier. The words just, you know, do that thing where they make sense. You can set up a tractor route if you don't want to run the conveyor belt that far. No, I like running conveyor belts. It's fun. It's fine. And I've got plenty of space back there for it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's... Okay, that's fine. Let's do a small redirect here. Oh, there's lyrics. I'm talking over the lyrics. La 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 la. Yep. Okay, and then I need to figure out how far this is gonna go. It's about that far. There we go. Okay, so bop. But there. Oh, I see y'all posting stuff. Give me just a second. It was enough stuff that it got a... Whoa, that's not what I think I needed to open. Oh, goodness gracious. Please don't open that. That is a resource hog. Please don't. There's the icon I was looking for. When you're writing, you can just focus on thinking about the words. You much prefer to communicate in writing, especially with people who aren't close friends or family, because thinking of words to speak in the moment is hard. Very, very true, Osiris. And it's also, like, something that I run into is I get extremely passionate about things, and I speak in a lot of absolutes, and sometimes that's sexy, and other times that upsets people because they were expecting more flexibility or like less, I don't want to say concrete terminology, but like less enthused ways of saying things, as opposed to like being extremely excited about things like I tend to get. And that can lead to a lot of misinterpretation because, like, well, I mean, like, I'm being, like, I'm, oh, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's when you put a lot more emphasis and power behind a statement than you actually mean. Being dramatic, you're being... yeah, no, what is the term? Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, you talking that way is one of the reasons we became friends. Yeah, exactly. Like, with certain people, it vibes and clicks perfectly because, like, my intention is very clear and, you know, you're never questioning what I mean by something because I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. Oh, come on, there's not enough. Okay, all right, that works. Okay, please make that. Okay, good. Woo! There we go. Really great for an autistic kid who didn't know another autistic. Hey, fair enough. Like, it's very much one of those situations where, gee, I wonder why all of these people who, you know, think and act similarly keep congregating to one another. Gee, I wonder why, you know? And... okay, I apologize, Tree. I'm so sorry. I don't like that any more than, well, you probably like it a little bit less than I do, but still, I don't like doing that. But yeah, finding people who you are similar enough to that, you know, when you communicate in the way that is for you the default, but for others apparently is a problem. Finding another person who communicates that way is really great. So we gotta take this. There you go. There's the end of that. There was something else I was going to say earlier, but I've forgotten what it was now. There's the end of that. Okay. Right about there. Wait, no. Come on, snap two. Snap. There you go. Speaking of autistic kid things, can you identify where that previous track came from? Because if you can, I might have news. Like, this one very much is of the time. Like, we're very much in, you know, this is the latest Bungie shooter. And yes, I do also know that, like, obviously the track information is on the stream. You were sweeping the kitchen and didn't hear the previous song. Like, here's the thing. The previous song was also very, very quiet and subtle. But it was a track from the Myst game series, which is very much like an, oh, okay. Oh, you choose to play Myst recreationally. Oh, okay. Well, that tells me something about you. Like, you were offered Doom and you chose Myst, huh? Okay. Okay. Yep. I used to know this entire song front to back, but clearly I have lost that. Sir, please don't. Oh. Sir, can you take a step back, please? Or forward, I guess. Also acceptable. Thank you. Ooh, you know what? Let's put the processing for this down with the coal mines instead of putting it up here with the power plant. Because that way... Oh, hello?
Have you seen any random rodents recently?
No. Were you messing with the mice colony again?
No.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll be there to help you with that in a second, hon. Let's... Nope, other way. There we go. Yeah, that gives enough clearance. Okay, so let's over to here. That's a straight line? Yeah, it's a straight line. I'll knock out one of these walls to install a dropper. that. I think that might not actually be a good place. Oh, yeah, no. So that's... Oh, wait a minute. Put a dropper here. Yeah. Maybe. That goes to there, and then this goes to here. Okay. Okay, so eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dropper here to bring sulfur down. And I may, it's a maybe, take that conveyor belt over to those and essentially have one conveyor on top of the others, or maybe even on the bottom, running the opposite direction back to a junction point way over here, where I can actually essentially make secondary like coal processing center. But that'll be a later thing. So I'm going to go ahead and send us off to a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. If I come back and we're still playing Satisfactory, then at that point this is officially a Satisfactory stream and I'll change all the stuff over in the doobly-doo. But the hope is that I will be able to jump over into Hytale instead. But we'll see you on the other side. All right? So stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff. I'll see you in 5. we are still in Satisfactory for the time being. I will see what happens in the next couple of minutes. If we do end up changing, it'll probably be a live change. Let's see. There was clipping going on, and I don't like that. How about this? I'm gonna leave these walls up because I don't want to accidentally put myself in a situation where I'm walking into the air. Jump over there. Let's put you... Oh, that's off the edge. There we go. So that's going to spit out down below. Okay, cool. Now we get to figure out how we're going to create this merge point. I have a feeling it's, like I said before, it's probably just going to get shoved into the space at the bottom of the existing belts. But let's find out together, shall we? So yeah, I can still put a ground level thing in there, or alternatively, I could raise the other belts by 1 and put this in at the bottom. Okay, so that's now a thing that exists. I have found the issue with what I was hoping to do. Fuck. Right. Yep. 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 There we are. Okay, good. No more need for panic. Nope. Okay, some need for panic. Goodness gracious. Oh, come on. Give me that good Bethesda bug. Come on. Just want to be able to mantle. Need to get up to there. Wait, I'm being extremely silly. Hold up. I'm doing this the hardest way possible. Hang on a second. Good water. Alright, gonna lurk for a bit watching this stupid LinkedIn presentation, how to make your profile more appealing to recruiters. Ugh. But also understandable. Have a nice day as it goes. Excuse me? Hmm. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so clear out some more of this foliage. Got that there. Is there a way I can do this without feeling like I need to cut down a tree? I don't think so, unfortunately. I'm sorry, tree. At least I haven't had to get rid of any, like, really big major trees yet. Does this count as vocals? This is supposed to be like the whatchamacallit, the shop owner singing in Necrodancer, excuse me. But it's also a very synthesized voice. So I genuinely don't know. Like, I would argue, like, legally speaking, no, it does not. Okay, that's fine. It's super gross, but you have to play their stupid games these days. This is hilarious. What's hilarious? Me making considerations about, like, what does this count as? Is this, felt this too long? Of course! But yeah, no, it's great because, like, that's part of how you know that you're coming up to a place where, like, you have access to a shop. Like, you can actually hear him singing through the walls. It's fucking amazing. Three, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we need one more. 7. And then hopefully that's close enough. Boo! Because that means I need to build more platforms. And I didn't need to actually come over here, but I was repositioning and here we are now, so... Oh well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. There we go. Okay, that should connect things nicely. Okay, yes. Excellent. Good. This is a completely and totally safe construction that we will never have to worry about whatsoever, should they enact realistic physics. Don't know what you're talking about. Couldn't be safer. So apparently recruiters now relying on LinkedIn's algorithms to surface unique candidates in order to directly reach out to them instead of just posting damn jobs. Yeah, I'm not shocked, because the whole grift is about doing as little work as possible. Which, you know, I get, like, on the one hand, while we exist in a society that rewards that, I cannot blame them for it. Like, honestly, genuinely. Like, if you're doing a work for little to no reward in the first place, then why would you? Why would you do more work than you have to? You know. I understand that. But you gotta do some part of your job, right? Anybody who's experienced with Satisfactory may have already noticed and or realized that a lot of my production is actually overpowered for how much I'm consuming. And that's so that I can get away with doing nonsense like this where I'm just rebuilding stuff on the fly. I have a lot of backup. I have a lot of extra capacity because I always prefer to just, you know, have the flexibility to just make adjustments. Oh my goodness, and we jump straight into yet another banger from the shopkeeper. All good, gotta. I will always have projects to keep myself busy. That's part of the danger of my particular style of brain buzz, as it were, is that, like, it's actually fairly difficult for me to get bored. I can always find something to entertain myself, even if that something to entertain myself turns out to actually just be, you know, like hyper-focusing on something I shouldn't be hyper-focusing on. Okay, fun thing that I realized just yesterday. I was watching an interview with Jon Stewart, and he was talking, like, he actually specifically mentioned the fact that he got in a lot of trouble back in, like, the 80s and the 90s for his drug use. And, you know, like, that's not an unknown thing. Like, that is specifically a thing that he's talked about in the past, but I don't know if I've ever heard him use some of the terminology he used in this particular interview, because he described it as, and, like, obviously he's been clean for decades now, but, like, that was kind of the context that this came up in, was him talking about the fact that, like, he does carpentry to fulfill some of the same needs and things like that, or he did carpentry and now he plays drums. And he also used the term, like, doing those sorts of things recreationally helped quiet the buzz in his brain. And that just made me have this realization of, like, wait a minute. Like, it's, like, obviously, like, there's always that question of, like, hey, is this person that I don't necessarily idolize. What? Do I not have... What? Not materials. Oh, son of a gun. Like, because I definitely don't, like, idolize Jon Stewart. Like, he's a comedian, he's a newscaster, but, like, I don't know, I don't have that, like idol worship around him or anything he does. He's extremely professional in what he does, and I don't always agree with everything he has to say, but he is a well-reasoned individual who, even when people disagree with him, is willing to talk with them about it and find where the breakdown is happening. And it has been shown to change his opinion on things in the past. When somebody, like, when it becomes more than just a, okay, this is a personal disagreement, more of, hey, I see where you're coming from, but I think that something in what you've said is actually factually incorrect. And he'll actually change his opinion on that, and that's great. Dope, we're still at maximum capacity. But he specifically used the same exact terminology that I use for talking about my particular version of autism, and it made me wonder, has he ever been tested? Because he described it in that same exact way that I tend to, of like, I need to have something to focus on and find things that are going to stop my brain from buzzing in a way that makes me unstable. Hello, Circuit, how are you doing? You've arrived in time for, like, I don't know, me being, like, very open and raw about something personal to me, but also the fact that, like, it's really strange and interesting to hear a celebrity and someone who you respect as, like, a very established, calm person talk about the exact same thing happening in their brain that happens in your brain. Your, in this case, being mine. I can't make a judgment about you. But, like, and that was very strange, and I never thought about that before, about, like, I mean, obviously other people experience these same sorts of things, but it wasn't something that I thought about with him as a specific person, if that makes sense. I was just like, oh, wait a minute, are we experiencing the same thing, or is he using the same words to describe a slightly different experience? And, you know, I don't know, it makes me wonder. Because the other thing is, like, especially as like, he's gotten older, and, like, I see Jon Stewart in like places where he's not being the character Jon Stewart and is just being, you know, himself in interviews instead of, you know, being on you know, like I said, the character version of him in The Daily Show. Listening to him talk, I'm like, he sounds like my dad. Like, he talks with a lot of the same cadences and stuff as my dad does. And again, I'm not saying my dad is, because I don't think he's ever been tested, but, like, I got it from somewhere, you know? Yeah, and so it's just one of those, like, oh, okay, so, that's interesting. You know, it doesn't really affect my life or change anything about how I comport myself or anything like that. I mean, for fuck's sake, I'm taking a break from Hytale because the server's down, and what was the game of choice that I played? Satisfactory. It's like, the diagnosis is there even if it's not on paper necessarily. You're back. You bailed. You got the gist, but you're not. Oh, yeah. What did you miss? Did you hear me talking about Jon Stewart? Did you hear that whole thing that I was talking about there? No. Okay, so basically I was just talking about the fact that Jon Stewart, I saw an interview with him yesterday about like, the reason, like, he initially got into drugs was to calm a buzzing in his brain, and that he has since, like, you know, part of his recovery process from that was finding other things that could keep the buzzing quiet. And that, like, for a while that became carpentry, and now he plays drums and stuff like that. And the fact that, like, it was, like, it gave me a realization of, like, wait a minute, is he on the spectrum? And he just didn't, like, he comes from that era where we didn't really have the words for it. Right, exactly. That sounds like me. And I don't know, is he describing the same kind of buzzing that I get in my brain? Or is he describing something else? That, like, just maybe an attention deficit thing? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. Because, again, this is, you know, me trying to analyze a celebrity who I have nothing to do with, and who has nothing to do with me. So, yeah, it's just that question of, like, what do I do with this knowledge now, you know? Is this something that I need to address in any particular way? No, it's not. It doesn't change my life whether he does or not. But I was also talking then about the fact that, like, in watching that same interview, I was thinking, wow, he sounds a lot like my dad. Like, just the way, the cadence that my dad talks in, and stuff like that. And again, I did not fall far from the tree. Dad's never been tested, but none of us would be surprised. You know what I mean? And Osiris can back me up on this. He's met my dad. He's actually met both my parents, but still. It's hard to know. You sure got misdiagnosed with ADD for your entire childhood and adolescence. Yeah, like, that's the thing. And especially now, we're getting a better understanding of the fact that, like, ADD and autism spectrum disorder are, like, realistically probably part of the same spectrum. And we just did not identify that in a meaningful way. Okay, so that's you over here. And we're gonna put you right directly in here. Oh, is that actually overlapping, or is that just thinking it's overlapping? It's not really overlapping. Okay, good. But yeah, like, they both are part of this kind of same, what's the term, constellation of symptoms. What are you clipping? Oh, you're clipping that. Okay. Okay, let's undo that then. Because that you don't need to be clipping. There we go. You know your dad. I'm pretty sure he's on the spectrum too. Yeah, so am I. Like, honestly, genuinely, like, and that's just that's not a judgment call or anything. That's just like, again, the apple does not fall far from the tree, as it were. Okay, this is not going to be enough flow through. Okay, hang on. This isn't good. This is not enough flow through. I actually need to build... Fuck, I don't have enough... Okay, fine. Okay, here's where it's going to become a problem. Because each one of these needs to get... Ooh, okay, here's where we're going to run into issues. Okay. Sorry, I am realizing the flaw in my plan actively live on stream. So the problem is that each one of these is providing exactly enough coal for 4 generators, and if they're all capped at 60 pieces per minute, then that's not going to fill properly. What I need to do... Okay, let's do this. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Here we go. There we go. Bop, bop. Okay, and then we're gonna build... Oh, is it a foundry? No, it's not a foundry. It is an assembler. On the one hand, I want to be precious about placement. On the other hand, I don't want to delay this too much more than I have to. There we go. Okay. And do that. Compact coal. And then I need to bring this around here. No, I don't want to go under the thing. I want to go around. That direction. And we can bring this up. Okay, so that's now done. Get rid of that, and that, and that. And we're gonna reconnect these. So let's see. Oh, okay. Where does it? Oh, wait a minute. I can just. Eh. Because right now I am not starving the system yet, but I am approaching that point. Go. I will start paying attention to chat again in just a moment. Okay, let's extend power for this over. I'll put it here. Power that up. Okay, there we go. Alright, need to get back to Satisfactory one of these days. Need to stick with Factory long enough to get trains. Yes. Okay, so hopefully this is... Okay, we're only making 25 compacted coal per minute, which is eventually going to be a problem, but it won't be a problem for quite some time. Let's see... There we go. Just unlocked trains and you're very excited about it. I mean, listen, Osiris, we know. We're just having this conversation, bud. Very totally normal about it. Yep. Totally understandable. Okay, so I'm gonna take all the coal that's in my inventory right now, and we're gonna feed it into the storage system up here. And I'm hoping that that last one's storage of regular coal will be enough to tide it over until the new compacted coal starts coming in. So, okay, is this? Yes. Up. Okay. And see, this is the reason why I have these sorts of double backups of resources, is this allows me to not worry super duper hard when I do make these big changes like what I just did. Because the power systems never got out of power, they never got out of resources, they are still being fed. Like, this is the one that's going to eventually be getting like this last bank is the one that's eventually going to be getting compacted coal. Careful. Well, we still have a minute or two before this gets back up. Alright, so I'm gonna hang out up here for a sec. Let's go to a safer location I can do that from. You haven't intentionally emptied out all your coal generators like you did? Nope. There's a reason I built backups into my systems. Oh no. Okay, yep, no, Blade Runner's paying for themselves. Okay, but does jumping into the water have a realistic effect? I genuinely don't know, or if it's going to be on video game logic. Video game logic it is! Maybe I should get a parachute. That that means I have to work out fabric, and like I have that available in the mycelium tree, but I haven't done it yet. It's just meh. Like once I get everything switched over to compacted coal, could skip that and go straight to jetpack. I could. Here's the thing I could do. Alright, weirdly enough, I think the safest place to be to do this is actually just going to be, like, not out here, but just here with the lifters. Oh, I can run on solid biofuel somehow. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Listen, you know, like, hay, exploding hay does create a large amount of thrust. So, I believe it, I believe it. Like, it's not an efficient way of doing that, but, like, you will get a lot of thrust very quickly. I mean, it's also kind of like the, you can't confirm it eats through it. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Again, it kind of goes back to that fireworks discussion we were having earlier, you know? Like, you know, burning metal will provide some amount of fire, but and again, grain silo explosions are a feared thing for a reason. You know what? Hang on a second. I'm gonna make myself an observation deck. How about that? That feels like the most logical step here. I have the resources for it, I may as well. Bam! There. Observation deck. You did it! The server, it is fixed! Okay, give me just a moment and I will jump on over. Right now I'm babysitting this to make sure that everything gets where it needs to go. So let's refill these. And hooray, that gets all of the random coal I had out of my inventory. Sobbing, crying, forgive me, chat. You're fine, bud. You're absolutely fine. These things happen, you know? It gave me more time to work on this. And to kind of show y'all how my brain works and discuss all of that sort of fun stuff. So it is what it is. Let's follow this. Okay. Let's follow this for a little while. Could probably put a storage unit storage container for sulfur somewhere along this line. I'm thinking I'm gonna break out right here. Is that a good spot? No, that's not a good spot. There. You know what? We're already here. 2 meters enough? No, it was not. Okay. No.
Mom,
Hello?
have you seen Mr. Grumbles?
No, sweetie, I haven't. Where'd you lose track of her?
Can you help me find her?
Give me just a moment, hun. Okay, so lay down these foundations, get storage set up, and then we are finally going to be able to go over to Hytale for the day. After the break, of course. Oh wait, why am I doing that before I set up storage? Nope. There we go. Put that in there. And for now, we're just going to make single out. There we go. Okay, so I am going to go help find the skunk real quick, and then when we come back, we will finally be in Hytale for the day. And I will return to this to continue my adventures in improving the power infrastructure later. So, stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, refresh your hydration. Ooh, I'm probably going to grab some caffeine while I'm away. I'm going to think of it. But yeah, we'll be back in 5, alright? So, let's see. We did laundry last night, so there's no warm basket of laundry for her to sleep in right now. It's pretty chilly all over the place right now, so let's see. Where's warm? we have Hytale. All right, now what were we doing? How does this game work? Okay, but seriously, how does this game work? I have forgotten. There we are. Tab is inventory. Okay, let's see. I am completely out of. Oh my goodness, I am out of so much. It's been so long since I played this because I had to miss a Tuesday and then it wasn't working, amongst other things, on the Tuesday before I left. And then I was gone for a week and I couldn't play last week because I was still recovering from my trip, so I have no fucking clue what's going on, why it's going on, all of those sorts of fun things. Oh, this will be fun to figure back out again. Okay. So we need tree logs and we need copper ingots. Now I'm fairly certain I had copper ingots in storage somewhere. Let's see. So yeah, I guess this, has the server exploded? It has not. But I don't remember where I put anything. What are you? There seems to be less information immediately available. Unless, like, some of the wood types have become a little more homogenized in the amount of time that I'm away. Cedar. Okay, we've got plenty of cedar, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some of that. Oh yeah, I knew I had plenty of copper. What was the other thing I needed? Oh, plant fibers, that makes sense. Let's... That... Or there, no. No. Okay. Thank D. I mean, listen, I've met, or, well, I've not met yet. I've seen Vampire Hunter D. I would thank D any day of my life. He does good work. Keeps the world safe and all that. Let's just make 4 of these. Maybe? Oh, yeah. And then... iron shovel. Is there not a copper shovel? Oh, I guess not. It's fine. Alright, so let's head back over here and see where I left off progress on the house. Okay, so we got the exterior shell basically done. Right, it was extending this wall that I was gonna have to worry about next time. Okay. And we've also got that. We have our back door. All right, well, thank you very much for your good service, Farmer Gata. I appreciate you. You are heading off to rest. You know, please do so and have good rest. Say hello to beautiful wife for me. All that fun stuff. Let's see, we got an office here. Other office here. Got a master bedroom here with a large closet that actually also has our connection up to the attic. This is something that I was working on before. Right. Oh, which I needed more cobble for. That's why I was downstairs. Okay. Wait, what do I have here? Okay, that's just dirt. Okay. Which, I mean, you know what? Actually, I can just use dirt. It's not going to be there permanently. It's just going to be there, well... Except no, that part of that is going to be there permanently because it's going to become brickwork like this. So I don't actually need more cobble. What I really need is more basalt. So I can make basalt bricks. Okay, we're getting back into the swing of things. Oh, no. Doobie, 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 doo. Let's head down to the mines. The time we'll have will be fine. I don't know what to rhyme with this. Now I'm just flexing. Right, we finished up last time just kind of mining for more basalt. Because that's what I need more of right now. Whew. Oh no! Hey, you go back up there. Why am I hearing hissing? Yeah, it's very interesting because, like, I was yapping basically non-stop while I was playing Satisfactory, but the moment we jump into this, I'm actually now having trouble thinking of things to talk about. Maybe it's just because I've already talked about all the things, or I'm not having to, like, think out loud as I do this. As I'm, like, explaining the logic behind my spaghetti of conveyor belts and all that sort of fun stuff. But, you know, it is what it is. Different brain mode? Maybe. Like, this is a more meditative brain mode, I suppose. Like, I'm not doing a lot of thinking while I'm doing this. Just kind of going with the flow. Like, well, I guess I need more basalt right now. And so I'm going to go down here and mine more basalt. Oh. Even though I have Satisfactory's creatures turned to friendly mode, like, yeah, no, this is still more relaxing because I'm not under the constant pressure of, like, okay, if I disconnect this from my resource miner, then I'm not going to be getting any more resources, and especially because of what we were working on today being part of the power system. Ooh, yeah. There's not a constant setting up of things, exactly. Like, you're not playing against your own past decisions as you're making things happen in this. It's just go down here and collect more of the thing you need. Once you're done doing that, make more of the thing you need. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. 4. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna get the iron out of the roof here, though. And then I'm going to probably be weeping quietly. Because, of course... Come here. Gimme. Oh, boo. Okay, well... Hang on. Despite the fact that I've been standing the entire stream so far, my watch has decided that I have not been standing enough today. And it's just told me that I need to stand some more, so I'm gonna run in place for a second to let it know that yes, in fact, I have been standing. Part of this is the fact that I have a very, very low resting heart rate. I've been moving while standing. I mean, I shift and do stuff like that as I stand because it's bad for you to stand in like one specific position for a very long time. But that does not make it any better as far as my resting heart rate is concerned, because you can have the same thing happen to you. Yeah, fair. Oh, can I not? Okay. Just barely. Nothing else up here, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. And we're gonna backfill this. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Thank you. But yeah, I haven't been like actively walking around necessarily, but I have been shifting and moving and stuff like that. But it's real bad about tracking my movement sometimes because I tend to move very subtly, and so sometimes there will be entire times where I have been moving around and it just does not track my movements, which is real annoying. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean I need to stand up and move around? I have been moving basically nonstop. What are you talking about? And obviously, like, it's a dumb piece of technology. It's never going to be perfect anyway. You can definitely tell that it was not engineered around people who move in certain ways. Watch, also looking for accelerometer readings that correlate to some level of movement beyond shifting around. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is that, well, I mean, like, you've seen me, Osiris. You've spent a decent chunk of your life around me. Like, you know what I mean. I move in ways that don't make noise, in ways that are very graceful, or tend to be graceful, or alternatively, like a fucking puppet with have its strings cut. So, like, it's, and like that's not an insult against myself. It's just it is a reality of, like, yeah, sometimes that's just how I move, and it's not exactly, I move deliberately, exactly, and that tends to flow more than anything else. And I have a feeling that the accelerometers are not, like, don't consider that movement for the sake of movement. You know what I mean? Like, they're either not picking up enough of it, or they're like, I don't know about that, bud. I was having a discussion with someone yesterday, day before, about the fact that, like, I can just disappear in a room, like, without intentionally hiding or anything. I can just not be there suddenly, and it's because of working backstage. Like, you have to train yourself who stop existing in a space, essentially, so that there's no chance you'll ever be noticed. And most people think they can stay still, not like technicians can stay still, not like backstage folks can, because there is an art to stillness that is not just about physicality, it's also about mentality. It's about how you breathe, it's about how you hold yourself. Exactly, you have to become an owl. You just cease to exist in a space. And this came up because I was like waiting, like I was doing the dance in the kitchen with somebody of like, okay, we're both trying to cook and or do things in the space at the same time. And like he was fully aware of my presence, started washing dishes, and I essentially kind of got in line behind him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. Because that's what you do. Like there's one silent with perfect night vision. You know, you're not wrong. You know, because there's one sink, and it's like it is what it is. Even in a large kitchen, like there's one sink. So I did that thing where I'm waiting, and I happened to break eye line with him. And then he turned around and got scared for a brief second, that brief startle of like, oh no, there's somebody there, because he assumed I had left the room like 5 minutes beforehand. I'm like, no, I'm still here. I just stopped existing because like I'm just waiting, you know? And it was a very amusing experience for both of us, quite frankly. I don't know. It makes me wonder if there's something to how, like, people say actors tend to be more in their own bodies than non-actors, and it makes me wonder if this is essentially like if that is essentially like the opposite of what I've been talking about. Like you get so used to and get a good enough understanding of the fact that you need to not exist in a specific moment, that you then gain the ability to exist more than most people do. It's kind of ties into that whole idea of like stage presence, if that makes sense. And I did see you post something, Osiris. I'm just working. Oh, I have been silly. I needed to wait until I knocked these blocks down. Oh well. Oh. You definitely move in weird ways to other people in order to avoid brushing into or running into others in crowds. It's very fluid and quiet. And causes you zero loss of momentum. Yeah, exactly. Like, we get used to working in crowded backstage spaces that, like, you know, there are hazards, there are, you know, props and furniture and scenery we need to not bump into, otherwise we're going to make noise. And so we just naturally avoid obstacles and things like that. And, like, the hectic hurly-burly of, you know, like, okay, this group of actors needs to be in this specific place at this specific time, but technicians need to be in that specific place nearly at the same moment. And so you understand the flow of traffic in a very naturalistic way that then when you get into a normal crowd, people are like, what the fuck are you doing? It's very, very amusing, and quite frankly. But back on the previous point for a moment, you definitely had to have the watch tell you that 2 hours in the middle of a loading day didn't count for standing, even though it is 10 hours of near constant movement with a 1 hour lunch break in there. What? Exactly. Yeah, oh yeah, it looks completely bonkers to anybody who's not in the entertainment industry. Because, like, why in the world would you move like that? It's like, well, because I have a specific place to be. I do not have time to slow down. I have a goal. I am moving to go to that goal. And I need to move in the most efficient way to get there and back as soon as I can. It's kind of like... I almost describe it as the way that a Roomba sort of learns its way around a room and then, like, falls into a very specific pattern of like, here is the most efficient way to move about this space and reach my recharger in case I need to recharge in the middle of it, or if I need my bag empty, things like that. Like that's very much the mindset of a lot of people in the entertainment industry, particularly those who work actively backstage, not just those who like build scenery and stuff like that. Like when you actively work backstage and have to deal with that level of logistics, like it just becomes a natural thing. Does that occasionally make us look like a wacky waving arm inflatable tube band? Yes, it does. Well, because there's a specific way of moving that, like, okay, I'm not going to put the additional effort of adding a full turn and route around this object into this movement. I'm just going to turn my hips slightly so that I can dodge around this small table, but my upper torso is not necessarily going to follow past it. I've seen it, like, I could compare it to, like, the thing that, like, TikTok was doing a while back where it's like, oh, you, like, the ADHD walk, you know? Where you're kind of, like, you're maintaining a stable position for your head, but the rest of your body is going out from underneath it. Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Just twist around it. Uh-huh, exactly. You get it, you get it. Line of travel remains straight despite obstacle. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're probably very closely related. Like, let's be real. The number of neurodivergent people in the entertainment industry is, well, it's not quite a circle, but it's pretty close. There we go. Gee, that's what it was. Like, you know what I mean? On the Venn diagram of works in entertainment and has a neurodivergency, not quite a circle, but like, That's true, we do tend to gravitate towards the arts. Exactly. Now, can they explain why that is? Nope. I mean, we could probably, like, walk through it and figure something out, but, like, probably because of the fact that, like, weirdly, art does have rules, but those rules are designed to be broken and changed however you feel like they should be for your particular art. I don't know. That's just a stab in the dark, just an off-the-cuff statement, so don't take that as gospel or anything. Do you think that acting training does give you extra tools for understanding and controlling your body? Oh, it absolutely does. Like, and especially like good acting training is almost entirely about doing that sort of thing. The thing that I always point people towards is particularly like clowning training. That is part of the reason why I describe some of my movements as a puppet with partially cut strings, is that like, especially like a lot of classical clowning training focuses on using your own body as if it were a marionette. And when I say classical clowning stuff, I'm talking like commedia, like Arlecchino training. Is like, if you're not aware of it, commedia shares a lot of like a lot of basic building blocks with like no mask theater and kabuki, of specific characters and specific archetypes are going to hit specific positions to tell you who they are through their body language and things like that. Like, again, this is absolutely one of those moments where I wish I had full body tracking already, because like just in describing that, I naturally hit an Inamori pose of like, you know, chest up and out, arms splayed wide, one foot pointed down as if I were one of the lovers, you know? And then like Il Capitano is chest like puffed up, not just held high, but like up and tall with arms in solid stance, like you are grounded, you know, versus Arlecchino is very much toes pointed out and kind of in a half crouch. It's you are capering at that point. Like that is the only way to describe it. Acting training does give you I learned Suzuki method in senior year in high school, and it taught you so much about how the body moves. Did a month of comedians in senior year acting 4. Exactly. So yeah, I'm preaching to the choir on this one then. At least as far as you're concerned, Osiris. Okay, that's gonna be more than enough for what we need to do for right now. But yeah, it's interesting how similar theatrical and entertainment stuff evolves in multiple locations all around the world. I don't feel like that's the pattern I was using before. Did they update some of the stonework? I think they updated how some of the stonework looks, y'all. Because that's not how that used to look. Huh. Okay. It changed some textures on me. Good to know. Like before, I had my doors surrounded by something that had like a gem in the middle, I want to say. I'd have to go back and look at some of my previous streams to confirm that, obviously, but pretty sure. Looks very South American temple. Yeah. And like the other basalt stuff that's going on there is definitely kind of intended to have that temple vibe to it. I'll point it out the next time we're looking at it. But it's the stuff that has like the Quetzal snake. Thank you very much for the hydration. Good water, good water. And we go back to this. Actually, you know what? Hang on, let's... Like, that's not where that torch is gonna live, but... just to kind of give myself a little bit of illumination. Okay, cool. Cool. And then these can go down there. Potato. Oh. Sun is also starting to come up. That wasn't even the correct one. There we go. Now let's go back and check our work because we were doing some of that in the dark. Alright, I'm gonna wait to put that last one on until the sun properly comes up. Let's see, I think that's actually going to be just about everything for the roofing project. Like, we've still got this cutout, and I'm not sure what to do with this, honestly, because obviously, like, you don't want to leave a part of your roof open to the elements, but you do need some level of access. So, I don't know, this might become... Oh, or actually, you know what? What I could do is put a cutout on this side of the roof that leads directly out onto this, and then I can walk around there. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put like an intentional doorway over on this side. I think that's as good a place as any. That's not the direction you're supposed to be. Oh. There we go. Okay. Now this does come with the problem that like here we go. Guess I could make that a staircase. Do I have any steps? I do. No. Bad stairs. There we go. And how does that look from below? Basically indistinguishable. Excellent. Good to know. Now I can just come up here. And if I need roof access, I can cross to the other side. You know what? If like it's a rock and a hard place of I want to disrupt the shape of the roof as little as possible. But I do also need a way to get roof access. And I wish that there's a little bit more difference between the main house and the kind of like workshop area. Because I would love to just put like a door on the outside wall here. Ooh! You know, now that I said that, could I put a door with like a deck that goes around here? And then direct roof access becomes a moot point. You know, I think that's actually my long-term solution. That's my actual long-term solution. We'll leave this open for now, just in case. But I do think that that's my actual long-term solution. Because I was already thinking about putting a deck down, like, back here anyway. So just connecting that deck around to the side of the carport. I'm gonna describe it as a carport. Nope, still can't see Jack Diddley. That will make things easy enough. Oh, did I already cut a hole in that part? Let's go down. There's the master bedroom. No, I did not. Okay, interesting. So, let's see. That's the part of the wall that's directly across from it. We're gonna have one wall thickness. And then, bam. You know what? Let's go ahead and... Oh yeah, that's what those used to look like. Wow. Interesting. I wonder where they made that change. Bop. Oh, and there's the double doors I had downstairs. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just match those up. Yeah, those are now matched up. Excellent. Good. And then... There is controls, crouch behavior. Toggle, please. Yeah, we can absolutely lay down a deck here and then head upstairs. Okay. So then let's go. What? No! What are you doing in here? Go away! Rude! You're not supposed to be able to spawn in here. There's a ton of light. Hello?
I hate to interrupt your stream, my little flower.
No, you're
but
fine.
There's a customer issue out front.
Oh. What are we talking about, hon? Are we talking like little issue, big
Just
issue?
the former.
Okay, okay. I'll be right with you, okay? But yeah, looking at these stones, that is what they used to look like. I wonder why they changed it. Yeah, skeleton says hi. I'm not a fan of that. See, now I'm planning to be paranoid and just putting torches all over the place again. There we go. Okay, so... Oh, real quick, before we go on that break. I'm sure whoever it is can wait 30 seconds. It's going to take me to finish off the roof. Let's go ahead and take care of that. The last tile. Bam, we have a roof. Oh, so, I'm gonna go see what they need, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Stand up, stretch, do all that good stuff, and then we're gonna build a back deck. Yippee? Question mark? It's it's woodwork. You know, it's fine. See you on the other side. Okay, so pricing issues, unavailable. They not like their food. We are back. What time are we at? Okay. But it looks like this is probably going to be our last segment for the day, but hey, you know, it turned out to be mostly mostly Satisfactory with a little bit of Hytale. That's a-okay. Still had a lot of fun with today's stream. You know, I hadn't really thought about streaming Satisfactory in a meaningful way before today, but honestly, depending on what my schedule does over the next couple of months, I may add it to the standard rotation in some way. I don't know how yet, but maybe. We'll find out. It would also honestly probably make me have a healthier relationship with the game. Because that, like, if it's a game that I'm streaming, I can only play so much of it off stream. That may be a better way for me to interact with it rather than what I've been doing, which is like way more hours at a stretch than I care to admit, honestly. Okay, let's see what cedar logs can be turned into. Meanwhile, you're over here bleeding out all of your resources and products into the awesome sink so you can tear everything down and rerun it all much more neatly. Oh. Satisfactory stream is also very fun. It is. Okay, so we don't necessarily want to use cedar for this because that's how we're getting tavern stuff. Okay. Which is going to become important. Maybe it's just regular oak we should be using? So what does the awesome sink actually do then? Sounds like you've actually built one at this point. Let's go ahead and see if we can get just some regular ass oak. Or at least whatever our local lumber is around here. If it is spruce lumber, then that's fine. This suggests what I was gonna make. Wait, is that my horse? Oh, nope, that's a bear. Okay, no, my horse is still over here. It converts any item into points, which accumulate into fix-it coupons. You redeem the coupons in the awesome shop for bonus milestones and rewards. Hey, oh no, my horse has become wall. It's fine. He's just in the back there. Okay, so when you say bonus milestones and rewards, what kind of stuff are we talking about there, bud? Oh, okay, I don't want to mess around with anything here. I'm close to that guy's house. What's going on over here? This looks very intentional. Oh. Oh, wow, we were so much closer to the crash site than I thought we were. No, little piggy. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be scary. Like, we're a lot closer to the crash site than I thought we were. Are they tameable yet? Yes, but I don't have the food that I need to tame them. Don't know, you're literally just quoting the tooltip when you hover over the awesome shop in the builder. Shop costs 200 screws to build. I mean, that's not an issue, but holy fuck. Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna remove these mows. Cause y'all are way too fucking close to my house. Gobble gobble? Oh, gobble gobble! Hello! That's a bear. Okay, ash. Ash is one of the things that we have locally. Good to know. Hello there, you stay over there, please. Exactly. Like, I have had to fight bears in the game before, and they're not fun. Like, they're not impossible to deal with, but, oh, there goes the entire tree. Like, again, trying to do as little harm to the local wildlife as I possibly can. If I can avoid killing animals, I will. Alright, we got 53 ash logs so far, 54, 55. I guess let's kill one more tree. Oh, you can get a conveyor throughput monitor. Ooh. So is it like a thing, different conveyor mounts, wall, ceiling, wall hole? Ooh. Okay. And this is all from the awesome shop? Because if so, I have been sleeping on that and I need to stop. Oh shit, power receptacles for walls and ceilings? Building actually factory building. That's great. Oh wow, okay, so like, there's essentially like power outlets and pass-through sockets and things like that. That's pretty darn cool. All in the awesome shop. Okay, so I need to stop sleeping on that is what I'm hearing. Alright, let's backfill this. And Okay, yeah, we've got enough ash wood. Oh, hello, little sheep. You look mad. As always. Is that a moose or is that a stag? Look at it. It has flowers in its antlers. There are label signs in there. Oh. Okay, well I know what I'm building the next time I get on to Satisfactory. Alright, gotta safety cone this. There we go. Nobody fall in there. Ooh, more foundation shapes. What? Hello. Hello. Oh, you need corn? Okay, well I don't have any corn for you right now, but how much hasn't we been in here before? Well, because it's not like it sounds like it's just gonna be cosmetic stuff from how it's described in the actual game, you know? Like, it does not sound like it's going to be something that's actually interesting and useful. Nope, not what I need. We were, in fact, misled. The awesome shop is more awesome than it sounds. Ooh, that's neat. I don't necessarily need ornate planks for what I'm doing. Half slab would probably be best. Let's see if that's enough. I knew there were personal elevators in this game, but you thought they were a milestone. Nope, in the shop. Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely building that the next time I log in. Oh, I am gonna need to skip this song. Lyrics! You found the coffee cup! Yes! Ah, that's excellent. Good to know, good to know. Oh, okay, yeah, it is a horror. Well, okay, Mechanicus isn't exactly a horror game, but it's a horror game. Sir? Thank you. You can buy any crafted part you have unlocked. Oh. Oh. So, like, if you just need, like, one rotor or something like that, you can just buy one. Neat. I like just need a stack for research or something like that. Very cool. All right, how far out do we want this deck to go? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think at least it should come out 5 blocks. I'm very, very glad to be dumping all the backlog stuff into this. Yep. Sounds like a good investment. The voices of other players saying you can just delete all that and be done with it, but no! You made it all. It should be used for something. Exactly. I get it, Osiris. No worries. Let's... extend this a little bit further. Okay. So, does this feel like a reasonable size for a backyard deck? And then we have stairs that go down to the bottom, right there. Okay, so I need to make stairs now. You'll see it again in a minute. Carpet stairs. We'll just craft 20. Ooh, the sprint in Satisfactory has ruined me on sprints in other games, though. So about this much. Or do you think it should like go one more further out? Like it couldn't hurt to extend it. Oh. Maybe not. There we go. A little bit deeper. And I'm going to take this out and extend it one more to the other side. Oh, you know what? Nah, that'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, or do I want to... The stairs coming directly off that direction instead. Wait, no. There we go. Oh, I never hear this song from the Chroma Squad soundtrack. Oh, fiends, again with the lyrics. I need more platform. That's probably fine. Okay, cool. Now let's make some fencing. Fence. I don't think we need a ton of that, but just to have some in the background, you know? Put some in the back pocket, as it were. What the fuck? Who's making angry noises? And now I'm super paranoid because of the fact that, like, a skeleton showed up in here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Dang it. That's not what I wanted either. Yeah, this feels like a good size for a back deck. Probably put like a couch out here or something. Just enough size to come down from. Okay, now this needs to get dug out one more. Let's make it two more. You fucked that up, but that's a nice sized deck. Fair enough, fair enough. I hope you enjoy the enormous girth of my deck. Kind of short though. Slightly odd situation, really. Oh, okay, I'll hydrate. Good water, good water. A lot of horny posting happening today, apparently. Let's go ahead and knock this out a little bit further. It's Horny Tuesday? Yeah, sure. Works for me. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. If I push it out by 2 more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's actually just about perfect, I think. Not perfectly square, but it's square enough. Oh, I should definitely torch. And I'll switch these for non-cobble at some point, but for right now, they're good as a proof of concept. Yeah, there we go. That gives us a nice area too. Okay, now is going to be kind of the make or break moment, because now I'm going to put up some support columns and we're going to find out if they will actually match up nicely to where that platform is sitting height-wise. I may need to drop the platform by like half height or something. Would that be annoying? Yes, it would. Are there worse things? Absolutely. Damn. I mean, I guess I could replace those corner blocks with like a full height block, something decorative maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go take a look at those decorative blocks that we can make out of ash wood and decide on something there. I think I'm gonna do the one that has oh, you're liking the second stairs for the lower level. Yes. I am a huge fan of like conversation pits. So definitely something that I am liking for that sort of thing. So I think we're gonna go with this one because that leaves this kind of bottom exposed area as what's sticking out from below. I love the look of this block, but it doesn't work for what we're doing here. So we're gonna make a couple of those. It's one of those things that, like, if fluid dynamics in this game worked how they would really work, I would absolutely need to put, like, a sewer grate at the bottom of it for drainage purposes. But as it is, this is just gorgeous aesthetically, you know? Okay, so let's find out if destroying this is going to break the block on top of it. It does not. Excellent. So, what I'm gonna do... Oh, and this does give me a good idea. Well, no, because I did double wide stairs, so... I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. Bop. And bop. Okay. Not quite as seamless as I was hoping, but... good enough. And from up top you can barely notice. Down below it's aesthetically pleasing. There's this nice little you know, thing right there. Okay, I think that's acceptable. Let's see this area with some more torches, trying to reduce the area in which things might be able to spawn. Now let's see, I know I have more torches. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Oh, hello lyrics. Please do not get me demonetized. There we go. And I don't need that anymore because I now have the section back here. Oop. Bop, 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 bop. I'm just dropping torches left and right now. So I can get up from here and go to the roof this way. Nice. Okay, so how do I want to set up this doorway? Let's see, I've still got some of these bricks. Okay, so that's a good center point. And it's unfortunate that this is only a 2 wide center instead of 3. Can't be winners all the time. Oh, I wonder if I could do half-height bricks. I doubt it, but maybe. You know what? If we're already doing this, let's just go ahead and... this up a little bit. Where are my stairs? Sir, that is upside down. There we go. Oh, you know what I just realized? I can probably just... since I've already gone to the point of getting rid of this secondary tier section, I should just be able to just have that stick up a little bit. Or alternatively, back this off all the way to here. Oh. But what if... Oh, that's not where I wanted you to go. Oh, hello?
The fire brought a gross bug inside again.
Again? Does he still have a hold of it at least?
It's in a jar, but
Okay.
Lynn's looking at it like it's candy.
Of course she is. Okay, oh, sweetie, do me a favor and just try and... just do your best to keep her from eating it for a split second. I'll be there as soon as I can be, alright? Alright, folks, we are at that point anyway. Real quick, let me drop that piece. So, okay, this feels like a decent place to stop anyway, because we are just about done with a major section of this project. Is the kind of like protecting this area of the roof. Nothing is extruded from it. And I can put a couple of doors in here to protect this from the outside world. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. So, me across the room. Is that Golden Sun? Comes back and looks. Oh, yeah. I have both the original Golden Sun and Lost World soundtracks in here. I don't have the soundtrack to Dark Sun, the third game, but I probably could get it if I wanted to, now that I think about it. Maybe that, we'll see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, that's a good exit point up onto the roof. And then let's put a torch and a torch, just because we can. Or do I want to put them out slightly further? Yeah, let's put them out slightly further. Alright, so I am going to pop a couple more torches. Is in Paranoid, and then we're going to head back over to the Just Chatting screen. I'm going to find a place to send you all off to. Let's see. Who is online right now? Oh, Ogre Daddy's online. Let's go ahead and raid out to him. I just wanted to say thank you very much for stopping by, Weary Travelers. I hope you've enjoyed today's, well, I'm going to call it a Hytale stream, even though it was half Satisfactory, half Hytale, which all means I need to remake that splash image. Oh well. I will be back on Friday, April 3rd with more Final Fantasy VII. Last time we started dealing with the consequences of them dropping Plate 5, but we are in the end game for Remake Intergrade. And that means that we are taking care of a whole lot of side quests before we actually go and confront Shinra. At least I think this is the end game for it. I'm pretty sure once we confront Shinra for the first time directly, or I guess this would make it the third time technically, that's when we're going to shift over into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, question mark. Third game hasn't come out yet, so we don't know for certain whether that's going to finish things up or not. But either way, we'll be back this Friday with Final Fantasy VII's remake. Until then, for more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I've been your hostess, Sheela Ornthalis, and if you need to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up via a raid over to Ogre Daddy. So go say hi to him. He is hanging out in the kitchen and playing Against the Storm. So, yeah, that'll be fun. All right. So, ta-ta for now. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Mwah, bye.